Hello, this is Mike from Retro Dog Digital. I not really a unboxing per se. I just want to show you the um, anthology. It's been almost 2 weeks, maybe. Week ago Friday. I not sure, but I waited too long to pre-order through Amazon or any of them, Target. So I ended up going to my local, one of them anyway, which is Dearborn Music. And yes, this I guess is a advertisement for them, but got the bag. Got the bag. Um, I had to beg for it. The person that waited on me was kind enough to give me one. I used to spend a lot of money there, but I think this between the two locations, this may have been only the fourth time I've been there this year. It's because I spent so much money there last year. But in any case, I first thing I want to show you, and the person also gave me. There's this side, and there is this side. Yes, she gave me two of them. Um, I think they're cool as hell. I've gotten the. I actually like these better than the ones that we got last year or 2 years ago from with the red and blue remix albums. But okay, now, whoops. Now I'll show you the thing. As everybody knows, it has a ring around it. Row, row. Okay. It's the other side of the ring. You have to get really close. I don't know if you can actually see it or not. It's the track list. Okay. There we go. And the box. Probably it should have. Okay, I'm trying to get it so the. Let me see if I can come up a little bit. Ah, there. And there. They come out easy, but I'll tell you what, the discs do not come out easy. I the only way I knew with all the mail work with the first three. Actually, it's mostly the first two live tracks and early tracks and whatnot. I knew I wasn't going to get this separately. The only way I would have gotten this separately is if they put it in a white clamshell Fat Boy. I didn't. I'm not doing the whole thing as far as the grabbing my old stuff. And but I'll tell you what. I'm glad I did. You guys may think I'm nuts, but the remix of "That'll Be the Day" is worth the entire $120 or whatever I paid for this. I'm not going to take the things out, because but they're pretty much the same. You know, the insides are pretty much the same. The outsides, obviously, for each one are different. Um, I don't know why I pulled this one out first. There we go. Just the same as the old ones. Gotta love it. And okay. Now, I think that's really all I need to say. I love the, well, let's go with Free as a Bird first. When this came out, in 1995, when Free as a Bird came out, my ex-wife said that John sounded like a ghost, which kind of like, ooh, because just the whole idea of them using one of his old demos, and just the voice was so off. So they cleaned up the voice. I love it. They cleaned up the voice on Real Love, which a lot of people don't like. I do. However, they shortened it. You know, I'm not a big, a fan of what everybody's complaining about, which is George. A lot of his guitar is missing. Guess what? His his widow and his son signed off on it. So that's up to them. Now and then, yeah. Uh there was somebody actually added a what was probably a Dolby Atmos mix down of Now and Then, and added it. Well, we ain't gonna say what they added it to, but so in that case, it's like it was so um, it was so what the word I'm losing what the word is right now, but loud. But with that being said, I've the song wasn't that great to begin with. I do happen to agree with George on that. I think McCartney, over the years, probably came back to it and tried to do some work. So, that being said, it's a box. Now, I didn't grab up all my old Anthology stuff. I've got all three of the originals. I've also got the Free as a Bird single. I've also got the Real Love single. But as far as that goes, I've also I'm not. I find it hard. I haven't really watched the videos intently. Excuse me. I haven't watched the videos intently yet to really go into detail. So I didn't bring them. I have various copies of the Anthology in various formats, but maybe I'll do a video once I've watched them all. Now, I'm going to put this back on. I enjoy this. It really brings it on home for me. A lot of people, maybe not so much, but I love it. Now, I got another thing while I was there that I I got there's a little story behind this purchase. Um, the I'm sitting there looking at that, trying to read something on here. Reading glasses. As you know, as I said the last time, I just got uh, cataract surgery, and there we go. And so I also seen this while I was there. It's basically an interview box set. I believe it was put out by the same people that put out the interview discs that Best Buy sold along or gave free along with the anthology purchases. Now, I used to have this back in the day. This is one of the very, very, very few things I ever sold. Um, I I sold like three or four things that day. I needed a little bit of money, and it was to actually Pete Flanders. Uh, I can't remember the name of the record place. Pete was a very prominent DJ in the Flint, Michigan area where I grew up and mostly lived for my first 50 some years. Now, I would have been 33. I was 32 when all the anthologies came out except Anthology 3. I probably got this right around the time that I got Anthology 3. I ended up selling it. Thought I'd never see it again. I mean, it's nothing special. Don't get me wrong. It's nothing special. However, there's always been a soft spot in my heart for it. So, with that being said, I picked it up. I didn't pay too much for it. It's a limited edition. I have no clue what that's supposed to mean. 1,000. And this one is 1,060. I don't know if they actually only made 10,000 copies of this, or even if they made that many. But the book is long since. I imagine the book is long since came out of this, and I'll show you. I'll show you these too. Let's make sure they're all straight. Yep. Okay. Ain't that, there's one disc dedicated to each one of them. Not gonna go through the entire book, but I will show a couple pictures here. But it looks like Murray the K. That's actually a good picture of Paul there. But in any case, this was all Friday morning on the 27th, 26th. Hell, I don't remember. Or no, the 21st. It was before Thanksgiving. So, with that being said, that was as far as the box, I'm happy with it. I really am. I wish they would have did an Anthology 4 in a Fat Boy jewel case. Actually, I think I might have a white one like that. Have some take a couple of the pictures and put it on there like that. I wouldn't be able to do it with a book, but I do think I have some photograph paper that I could maybe have it work out on. But hey, peace, love, dope, beads, bells, light source, incense, crash pads, Hare Krishna, dig it right on, and power to the people. Have a good one, man.